You just heard Broken Love Song by Frank Viele and Joe Bonamassa. And before that, we heard Pistol by My Side by Creamery Station and Shotgun Butterfly by The Breakfast. Let's just talk a little bit about the song we just heard, Broken Love Song. Um, that is just a great tune, and Joe Bonamassa. I think most of our listeners probably know at least the name or know him. What a great guitarist and such tasty guitar licks in this song. Yeah,
Pure
so
arena rock. I love it.
and these guys are also from the New Haven area around Hamden, Connecticut. I think that's where Frank is
Yeah,
from. And
they're actually all from the New Haven area. All those guys.
And it's really funny. I'm listening to this song and I'm saying, to myself, this song, really sounds to me like I have the feeling like it sounds like a Marshall Tucker type of song. And then I'm reading about his band, and he said they actually opened for Marshall Tucker.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, Frank has played with a lot of people. He's been around.
Yeah, he's a New England Music Award winner as Male Performer of the Year, had Album of the Year,
and Songwriter of the Year. The second year he won that. Yeah, and the album that was off was Album of the Year, and I was the Producer of the Year, 2016.
Well, yeah, that's a big feather in your cap there. So what was the production of this song like?
That's a song like with Frank. He didn't really have at the time a really accomplished band. So we kind of approached it a different way, which was, I recorded Frank playing guitar and to a click or a drum loop or something. I forget what we did. And then we had everybody else kind of came in after that. Tim Palmieri from The Breakfast actually plays the second guitar on that song. And I don't remember who played the rest. Honestly, I have to think about that. But there were session guys, and Frank's publicist came to me. I was at the Dewey Beach Music Conference in Delaware, and he was playing down there, and his publicist approached me about producing Frank. And I went to the show, and honestly, I didn't like it at all. Not that I didn't like Frank. I loved Frank, but I didn't like the band. I thought the band was overplaying and just that the songs weren't being, And so when Frank came here, I said, well, I would do it, but I think we have to do it a different way. I think we should build it around you because the band is kind of stepping on you. And so, we came to an agreement and we started doing it. And that was one of the last songs that we did. And we had the song, and, Frank was a big Joe Bonamassa fan. And, he really was like, geez, it would be great if you could get him on this song. Well, a guy that I sometimes partner with and do some things with, this guy, Michael Kaplan, who for years he was head of A&R at Sony. And he had been an early booster of Joe Bonamassa, it turns out. So we were just talking one day. He said, well, could you get him to play on this song? He says, I could ask him. So he asked me, he said he'll do it. But it 4 months, nothing happened. And Frank was like, hey, he's never going to do it. He's never going to do it. And then one day he opens up his email. Oh, here it is, So we put it in the record, and it was just fantastic what he played. It added so much to the song.
Oh, yeah.
And that song had a lot of success for him. It really put him on the map.
Yeah.
Well, and before that, we had Pistol by My Side by Creamery Station.
Such a wild song. I love this.
That's a wild song. Really, it's another New Haven band. They're a big band, too. They're like 8 pieces, right?
8 people, yeah. I don't know how that ended up in my lap. I think they just called me up one day and said, hey, we want to make a record. Will you do it? I said, yeah. And I knew the band, so I had seen them. So yeah, sure, why not? You guys sound great. They're a little different than most of the other bands that I've done in that genre, in that they're kind of more granola. They're a little bit more NPR. They have, that's right. I remember this guy, Bobby Pickett, had joined the band, and he was in another band I produced called Someone You Can X-Ray. And that record had done very well on the jam charts too. So they were like, well, we want to get into that. So they came by, and, Bobby plays slide guitar, plays fiddle, plays harmonica. They had a guy who played mandolin. The lead singer plays mandolin mostly. So it was a lot less rock than, say, some of the other stuff that I do. So we had a good time doing it, and the record is still on the jam charts. We put it out in when did it hit? It must have been, well, it's been on the charts for 6 months. So it must have gone out in like August, I think maybe it hit the charts. And it actually went to number 1 on the Relics Jam Band Jam charts. So that was a feather in their cap.
Yeah.
And it's still in the top 10 today. So
Wow.
It's been remarkably successful. I mean, I just hope that, when the festivals start operating again, maybe later this year, that they can capitalize on it. I think they'll be all over the place. They played a lot around anyway, but they'll be a lot better to book now.
Well, talking about playing around, the band before that, The Breakfast, with the song Shotgun Butterfly, these guys basically, they've done over 1,000 shows around the country, 7 albums, and this particular song, what great guitar work by Tim Palmieri, just great guitar work. And I love that. I love the imagery of the lyric, "Shoot you in the heart with my shotgun butterfly."
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's a great song.
And that guitar work, whoa.
And, it doesn't show so much on that particular song, but the drummer, well, I mean, they're all beasts in the band. I mean, there's nobody that's not, a monster. Yeah. The drummer, Adrian Tramontano, I don't know. I don't know who's going to beat him. He's just that good, he's this little short fire plug sort of guy, and you put him behind a set of drums and you got a gigantic engine powering the whole thing. Chris D'Angelo's the bass player, is fantastic. Also a really great singer. I think I also sent you the song Metropolis, which he wrote. It's got a nice bass solo in it, and it's just really a great song, but it's very long. And then Jordan Giangreco, who also plays a lot of sessions here for me on mostly on B3 organ and sometimes on something else. But really his organ chops are the best part of his playing, and we use them on a lot of different things. Several of the other songs that you heard, I think he might have played on. Just a great guy, and they're all fantastic people. I've done 5 albums with the band, so they're like fixtures here.
And they were formed back in 1998 in East Haven, Connecticut, and we're going strong.
I did their first album. I didn't do. The second album was called Deuce, and that was the new, what they call New Groove of the Year record on Relics. So it was like basically the new artist of the year. And it's just, they've been all over the country. They play out. They go to the West Coast a bit. They'll go to Colorado now and then. They can get around.
Yeah.
And I wish they would do more. They sort of, I don't think they play as much as I'd like to see them. But I'm hoping this year maybe it seems like they're putting less emphasis on their side project Kung Fu. So I'm hoping to see them out there more this year. They're a fantastic show, and a lot of it is Tim Palmieri. He's just, you'd be hard pressed to find. I mean, you might find people that are as good, but trying to find somebody that could actually say was better, I don't know who that would be.
Well, let's hope that they are out there, and that we're all able to get out there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you for visiting with us here at the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. We hope you enjoyed some great original music from Western New England artists. I'm Ace Hausler here this week with Mark Sherry and our special guest, the principal from Horizon Recording Studio in West Haven, Connecticut, Vic Steffens. Thank you both very, very much.
Incredible. My pleasure.
Yeah, we really
thank you for exposing these people. Anything you can do to get new music out there is worth the effort in my book.
The New Music Alliance Radio Hour is brought to you by the New Music Alliance, a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to assist and advance the careers of talented, creative local musicians who write original music and to promote the extended Western New England area as a destination for original music writing, production, and performances. If you like what we're doing here on the show, tell your friends about it and like the New Music Alliance and the Radio Hour on our Facebook pages. And if you support the New Music Alliance's mission, visit newmusicalliance.org and you can become a member or sponsor. Are you a local Western New England musician who'd like to have your original music considered to be on our show? If yes, send links to your songs to newmusicalliance@gmail.com. Join us next week with our DJ crew of David Sokol, Mark Sherry, and Mark Ramone, and check the Facebook pages of your favorite local artists to catch their live streaming concerts. Please remember to stay safe, wear your masks, socially distance, and spread only the love. And until next week, keep on rockin'. Let's have Charles and Khalif Neville take us out today with African Eyes.